Hi, come on into Auntie Coley's house. It's almost Easter, so guess what we're making? We are making sugar eggs with a panoramic view. So you can make your little chicks, your rabbits, your eggs, your grass. These are a lot of fun, especially for the kids. All you need is sugar, meringue powder, and some water, a lot of patience. You're going to have to find yourself an egg mold. You mix all this stuff together, put it in your egg mold, and then bake it for only about 15 minutes so your sugar's nice and hard. Then you can carve out the inside and decorate with all this stuff. Now, if you don't know how to make flowers, and listen, my little chicken is not that great of a little chicken. I did make him, though, too funny. But you can buy these. You can buy any kind of character you want. They've got cute little carrots, rabbits, whatever you want to make your little scene inside. You can also just put some Easter grass in there, too. It does not need to be the icing. I have a lot of tips, decorating tips, so I was able to do this easily. But the icing is called royal icing, and it dries hard, and this stays for a very long time. Some people even store these forever. Not me. So hopefully you'll be able to follow along. And if you would like a better tutorial, I have this on a YouTube channel and you can find that link in the bio. Okay. All right. Let's have fun and let's get moving and get our hands sugary. I'll see you in a minute. Hi. All right. So let's start. You got to do your 4 cups of extra fine sugar. I've already made one, so I just got the 2 here. So 4 cups of the extra fine sugar, and then you're going to use the 2 tablespoons of the meringue powder. You can get this right at the big box stores, all right? And then the water's a little tricky. I live in Florida, it's super humid here. So you got to really figure this out. What you're looking for is when you're mixing it, if you can squeeze it and it's like barely holding together, that's what you're looking for. You don't want a big clump of wet, soggy sugar, and you don't want a really dry sugar because it's just not going to hold together. The meringue itself tries to hold this together, gives it a little more stability, and that's why you want the extra fine sugar as well. So for the 4 cups, you're going to work somewhere between 4 and 6 teaspoons of water. So I'm going to start with, let's just start with 3. I'll start with 3 here on the 2 cups. And then just mix that all up with your hands. It's okay to use your hands. Nobody's going to eat this. Even if we were going to eat it, I would have used my hands. So, all right, you mix that up real good. This does not take long, all right? And you can be heating your oven. I have to heat mine to 170. That's the lowest it'll go. And then you can put this in the oven for about 10-15 minutes just to help it melt together and give it a little more strength. These things can be very frustrating if you don't do them right. They're really, really easy, but sometimes it's going to crack and you got to start all over again. So this is kind of almost what you're looking for, where it's holding together pretty good like this. I'm just going to add like maybe a half a teaspoon more of the water. Now, if you feel that it's too soggy, add some more sugar. Make it work. You just want to make sure that this stuff is really, really mixed to get the meringue all over the place. Okay, let's see. Okay, that looks great. All right. Right about that. And then we're going to spoon this into our cute little egg. Got to make sure that it's hard packed in there. And then we'll shave off the top to give it a nice smooth finish. You can use anything to shave off the top. I was pretty fortunate. I grew up doing this, so I have inherited all of my mother's stuff from Wilton, including these eggs. I'm not even sure you can get these same eggs anymore, but they do have the ones for chocolate eggs that you can use as well. But these are actually got made for this. So just take this, shave it off nice and straight. So it's got to be something bigger than the width of this. Now, this particular egg is about 5.5 inches in width. And, well, width length, it's 5.5 inches long here. Now, I do have a bigger one. So this big boy, if you're going to be making, this one's about 8 inches from tip to tip here. If you're going to make this, it's going to take way more than the 4 cups of sugar. So you're probably looking at least 6 cups of sugar there, and then just add accordingly and do your water. But for right now, this is the little one, and this is what we're going to work with. Now, you have to make sure that that is super packed. This side of my egg is not clear, so I can't see if there's any bubbles in it. So just make sure that it's super, super, super packed. Shave it off. Okay, and then you are going to take this. I have parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and I've already got the other one laying down on there. So this one, I'm just going to plop it right there, press it down really good, bring it up, and hopefully it works. Oh, look how beautiful. Okay. Now, my egg is already, see how it's kind of cut at the bottom here? So that's where you can put your hole if you want to look through it that way. So here's the other half. This will be your egg laying down, and this is where your hole will be, and we can decorate that later. But you got to dig these out anyway. So this is where your hole will be. It's already pre-made for you. If you want to do one standing up, it also works as an awesome base for your sugar here. And we're going to put this together with some royal icing. I'm going to teach you how to do that too. And then you can take out a circle here. I'll show you after it cooks for a minute. We're going to be cutting the circle out here so you can look in this way instead of that way. Lots of fun things you can do with these. Kids love them, and swear to God, they last forever. All right, let's go put these in the oven. Welcome back. We're back at it. Now you should have a nice hard egg. Okay, and this right here, you're going to cut that out as well. And that is going to be when you put these two together. My other one broke. Yes, they break. So when you put the two together, there'll be the hole right here. And then you can put your seam on the inside. So right now, we're going to cut everything out of the middle of this, all right? And maybe go, about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch from the side. You don't want to make them too thin. They'll break, which is exactly what happened to my other one. So we'll remake that one. and cook it. And this is what you do. You just scrape it out. I have a little melon baller. You can use anything you have. You can use an ice cream scoop, a regular spoon, whatever you have. Don't go crazy trying to find exactly what I have to do this. Half of this stuff, I just use whatever I have in the drawer. And it always works out. So this is what you do. You just keep going like this until you get a large enough cavern in there. And that's going to be the inside. And then this is going to sit like this. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not doing that one. Okay, so that's going to sit like this. This is going to be cut out. The top will be on here. And you'll be able to see your little scene. So keep digging this out. And then I will meet you in about 10 minutes. We'll make the icing. And we'll make our little scenes in there. Or if you want to just run down to one of the little crafty stores, they have a lot of this already made up. Even the big box stores in their baking aisles. Right now for Easter, they have a lot of already pre-made rabbits and carrots and stuff like that. So if you just want to do that, that's fine. Or you can just put Easter grass in there. With the cute little handmade basket. You can put in there with jelly beans, whatever you like. I'll show you. I'll go through what I'm going to do. But just use your imagination. They're so fun. Everybody loves them, especially little kids. They're like a little peekaboo. Can look right through. So we'll get back to this. I'll meet you in about 10 minutes. Hopefully I don't break this one too. All right, we'll see you in a few. Hi, okay, you should have two sides hollowed out, about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch on the sides. You don't want to get them so thin that you break this. Listen, these things can be frustrating, okay? So you got about one try with them, and if you break one and it's just not salvageable, crush it up. Slam it back in your mold, try and make it work and heat it back up again. It won't have as pretty skin as if it would have been done correctly, but if you're not selling them and they're just fun for your house, you can use icing to cover up little imperfections, which we'll go through. So what we're going to do is you put these two together, okay? Like this, and then on the inside, on the bottom, we're going to put the little scene so you can peek through the hole. And then on the sides, we're going to use some royal icing. I put the recipe to that in the description. So we'll do that. We'll make a cute little design here and here. We'll clean this up around here, and then we'll put some grass and rabbits and stuff on the inside. Now, if you have your own icing that you'd like to use instead of the one that I'm putting on the description, go ahead and use that. It just has to be something that's going to dry hard, okay? And that's what this icing, the royal icing, is for. Buttercream stays soft. So the buttercream can be your cakes, your decorative cookies, stuff like that. But if you want a really hard one, you got to use the royal icing. Okay, so we'll meet back with the icing. Choose what colors you want. Make sure there's, if you want grass, make sure you have some green. Your tips, those type of things. If you do not have tips, then you can just use some grass, the Easter grass in the bottom of this. Just put Easter grass in there. You can set up a couple bunnies you bought from the dollar store. Anything you want to put in here, some flowers, just to make it interesting when you look through. But we'll show you what I'm going to do, and then you guys can decide what you want to do later. But it's really easy. It just can be frustrating if you break one of these. Okay, so we'll see you in just a little bit. Alrighty, are you ready to decorate? So take one of your halves. This is the hole you're going to be peeking through. So hopefully you have your icing. This is a grass tip, okay? So the way you use that is you put it in here and you bring it up like that. Looks like grass. You can put it all over. Ooh, picking it up. Just put it over the whole bottom. Try to remember that these are fun and they don't need to be perfect, whatever perfect is. All right. Then I still have some green in here. So I'm going to switch this to just a little whole one, okay? So you can put that one in, and then what you can do is, for your flowers, you can make little stems that go up the wall. Stem, stem. Now remember, you can do this any way you want. Stem. Hopefully you can see in here, stem, stem. Okay, now what's fun? So I just made a couple flowers with the royal icing last night, and they harden up like little candies by morning. And then you can just put that right on there. Here like that. I have a yellow one. You can even buy these, so if you can't do them, that's okay. Just go buy them. And then just press them. You might have to add a little more icing. And then I also made a funny rabbit and a funny chick. Okay, so you got all those in there. So when you look through, you'll be able to see it. And then I made an Easter egg. Let's go ahead and set that Easter egg up in there. And made a crazy rabbit. Put him in there too. Now, you also have to be careful that these guys do not hit the top rim of that. And I got a funny chick. Okay, so you can put whatever you want in here. Little Easter eggs, jelly beans, whatever you want. Whatever kind of story you want to tell. And then you're going to take also whatever color icing you want and just squeeze this all around the rim like this. Don't worry, on the outside you can just wipe it off with your finger. It's just icing, okay? If you put too much. So make sure that you're lining it up. Oopsie. Okay. And then just give it a good little press. And then you can take decorator icing. Oh, okay. Okay, so if you break it, You can always fix it, okay? All of this icing on the outside you can just rub off, or you can leave it there. All right, just make sure it's nice and straight. And then there you go. You can see inside for all the fun. Okay, now you can take your icing. I'm going to show you how to, I'm actually happy this did happen because I'll show you how to fix that. Or actually, you know what? I'm just going to put some little flowers. So press. Press up. Okay, and then you can go this way as well. All right. And then I'm going to make a little bit more purple, and I'll show you how to do the shell around the outside. Lots of fun things you can do. Okay, so around this hole, you have two options. You can either buy some pre-made little flowers, little candies or whatever, and then just put a little dab of icing there, and then put your flowers like that all the way around. Or you can actually make the flowers with your tip. Ooh. You can put something like that around it. And then I have purple. So around the seam, you can do what's called a shell. And you press down, bring it up, and bring it down. And then up, and then down. Okay. And I'm just going to make these match. Go down to there. That one goes down to there. Okay. Honestly, you can do whatever you want. You can make your own little pink flowers on the top. The royal icing, there we go. Can make some pretty flowers. Can do that, and then just stick a dab of your white in the middle, or whatever color you want to put in the middle. Decorate this however you want, and on the inside as well. The kids will love it. It's so fun to do it with the kids. It can make you frustrated if you let it, but whatever you'd like to do. So just have some fun with this. You can make whatever designs you want. You can put whatever characters in here. You can buy the characters if you feel you can't make them right. All up to you. Nothing's wrong. Just go ahead and have fun with it. Happy Easter, and thanks for coming to Auntie Coley's house.